Hi Aries, I hope you guys are doing great today. So we're going to get into your message for general messages for the 20th to the 26th of April. I did post already the new moon video, so I'll link it below. All about the new moon and how it's going to be impacting all of us. But for you guys, it's going to be happening in your second house. Lots of focus on money. Second house is all about money, resources, how we manage our resources, our relationship with money, right? So on that day, on the 22nd or the days to follow, you could be told whether you're getting a raise or you're being offered some sort of impressive salary for a new job, but you may have to be dealing with some pressure to agree to what you're being told by someone who's really, really determined, but you don't have to comply. You don't have to comply in the way that you want. But just be ready for some sort of force in a conversation regarding money, okay, in some way. So the sun and the moon are going to be conjunct Uranus, which is, again, the planet of unexpected changes and developments. I kind of went into more detail in the new moon video. But it's something that you're going to be dealing with. These things are going to be happening out of what seem like left field, unexpected changes, right? And the sun, the new moon, and Uranus are not going to be friendly to Pluto and Jupiter either. So something may make you really tense in this energy. But most importantly, we have Saturn is going to be in that hard angle to Uranus, the sun, and the new moon, all within a couple of few degrees of each other in Taurus. So this is going to bring obstacles and some sudden shifts. So again, what's going to feel like sudden shifts. So how this might play out is like the hierarchy or structure of the company that you work for might be changing, some sort of sudden alteration. There's change somewhere in there. Something is going to be changing in how you're going to be doing your work, okay? So the saving grace is that though Venus is going to be in there, the ruler of the new moon in Taurus, which is all about communicating with Neptune here, though, in a beautiful way. What do we have here? The Six of Wands. Six of Wands, so somebody is not going to be feeling very respected in this energy. So that's just going to be something that you're going to be dealing with, okay? Right? But we do have this communication coming in a beautiful way with Neptune. So Venus is going to take, okay, I like that so far. Venus is going to take the lead here. So you're going to see resolve. There is going to be resolve at the end of this. You just have to be very creative, stay really open and really, really positive. Guys, it's what I talked about in that new moon video. I'll just move my notes out of the way here. It's what I talked about in that new moon video. Super important right now. All right, so let's just finish pulling your Celtic cross spread. Okay. So, all right, why don't we talk about coming into these energies? Coming into the energy, we have the end of a cycle, we have death. Death is Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So this is all about something ending so that something else can begin. Okay, this is the card of transformation. So the current situation right now is you're feeling very disrespected, and this is being crossed by the Hermit energy. Okay, this is being crossed by the Hermit. So the Hermit is a Virgo energy. So feeling very disrespected, feeling like you're not going to have a lot of success here. And by the way, guys, I'm going to do first career read, okay? And then I'm going to apply it to relationship. So, feeling very disrespected, like you're not going to have success with the Hermit energy. The Virgo energy is about working on something. So this could be you working on yourself right now, okay? Really strong getting that work, doing a lot of heavy work on yourself right now, taking that mental space to climb inside yourself to do some work. Now, for those of you who are in relationships, let me just do them together because it just might be a little better with the energies. So if you're in a relationship, it does indicate that some sort of cycle has ended and you guys are beginning this new cycle, but you're recognizing that something about this connection, you weren't going to have success in it because you were feeling disrespected in some way. But again, we have the Hermit energy. Now, this does mean climbing inside yourself, doing some work on yourself, but could also mean working out a relationship, which is why I thought it would be better to sort of do the energies together. So regarding relationship, This could definitely indicate that. For career, it means really doing some honest work on yourself, and you're going to be doing a lot of introspection about not only what it is that has happened in your work environment, but also where it is that you really, really, really want to go. And the thing is, it's a Virgo energy. Virgo is very pragmatic, very strong critical thinkers. So you're really going to be getting into the nitty gritty of what you really want. Now, I do love that we have the Lover's energy crowning this. Beautiful. This is great. So regarding career, this indicates a business partner. You and a business partner working stuff out. This could indicate you getting a job that you really like, figuring out something that you really want. If this has nothing to do with relationship, this could really be doing a lot of heavy work on yourself, like marrying up both sides of you in a way where you're realizing, okay, things might be tough right now, but I'm going to hang in there. I'm just going to figure out what I need to do to push myself forward. If this has to do with relationship, it means that you guys recognize that it's not perfect, right? That there might be fissures in the foundation of your relationship, but that you guys really love each other and you want to figure out a way of working it out. I love this energy. It has the blessing of Archangel Raphael, even though I don't think this angel is not Archangel Raphael, but an angel nonetheless. Typically it is Archangel Raphael, and the luminary of the sun. So that's a really beautiful, auspicious crowning. So I like that. Now the foundation is the Nine of Swords reverse. Way better in the reverse than in the upright. So this is that 3 a.m. anxiety, depression card, right? What am I going to do? Why did I do that? Why did they do that? And figuring out, though, very specifically, how you're going to unknot some knot in your life. How are you going to be able to move forward, right? How are you going to be able to move forward? It's the Mercury and Gemini energy. How are you going to be able to move forward and have this fresh initiative in this area? What do you have to do? Or what has to be undone? What has to happen? So it's that ruminating thought. But what's good about the reverse is that you're starting to come out of that. You're starting to come out of the anxiety, the depression of it all. Not that it's not still there, not that you have it all figured out, but you're going to start to get clarity during this time. And I do get that, all right? I do get that very much because of Venus communicating with Neptune, because I feel like a lot of what's like the bug in your pants here is the not knowing, really like just not knowing what's on the other side. Now we have the King of Cups right now is you. I mean, this is beautiful. King of Cups is all about sharing emotions, being in that heart space, understanding what's necessary to make a situation work, and being very aware, very good communication here as well, right? In the relationship space, if it has to do with relationship, if it has to do with career, you're in a very sort of, you're open. You're going to stay open to opportunity here, which is so key right now. So I really like that for you guys. Now the energy external to you, we have the Empress reverse. So the Empress reverse is, right, she's the mother of the tarot. This is all about growth. This could have to do with actual, maybe wanting to have a baby right now, but having a really hard time right now could vary in a very obvious way indicate that, because she's the mother. But remember, this is about putting in the hard work and cultivating and nurturing something and then having it come to fruition. So for many of you, what I'm getting is the external energy to you. Now, this is not you, it's not your fault. So if this has to do with a job, it means that whatever it was that you were growing in, whatever it was that you were working at, in the reverse is not going to be cultivated, and you're not going to stay in that same position anymore. Things are going to be changing. It's not going to be moving forward the way that it was, all right? And this is an external energy to you, so it's not even like you can control it. If this has to do with relationship, this tells me that you're dealing with an energy that either they are not capable of showing up in the way that's necessary to really push the relationship forward, or this could simply be that this external energy of lack of growth, right? Because again, in the reverse, the growth is not going to happen, could be impacting the relationship. Okay, either way. So for many of you, it could be this idea of some sort of issue going on at your work, something else happening in your life with a family member, anything like that, but where you feel like you're not going to have that expansion in a way that you want, but you can't do anything about it. It's an external energy to you. I mean, you're here with your King of Cups energy all up in your feels. You're open. But now you're afraid, fear, Queen of Swords energy. So this tells me that you're afraid of some sort of truth. You're afraid of recognizing the reality of a situation. You're afraid to hear what somebody has to say because this is your fear position. Or this could be you being afraid to be honest with yourself or somebody else about a situation. So this could be you not wanting to be honest with somebody about a relationship, or maybe about what it is that you want to actually do for a living now. Maybe you're looking to change your career, anything like that. But it's this fear of communication is what I'm getting here. Then we have the Four of Cups in the reverse energy is the outcome. This is disillusionment. This is boredom. This is almost, and dare I say, like in a childlike way, Aries, saying like, I don't want to do this. This is not okay with me kind of energy. I'm not okay with them. I don't like when they do A, B, and C. I can't be with them if they do D, E, and F. I just can't do it. And not really though, how do we explain? It's like not fully looking at yourself as well and the reality of the situation, because there's a lot of frustration here. And sometimes when we get really, really frustrated, it's hard to see the full reality of a situation, right? It just is. It's hard. It's hard. But I do get that, real restlessness. So having to do with career, I feel like a lot of you guys are just not going to be jumping on board with the way something is newly rolling out. You're not going to be jumping on board with having to do your career differently. You would rather either hold fast to what it is that you want to do. I'm getting that a lot of you guys feel this. Or change something altogether. Like totally, rather than doing what you're doing differently, you either want to do what you were doing or you want to do something totally differently is what I'm getting for a lot of you. Now we have the Three of Swords is the outcome energy. So listen, this is a Saturn and Libra energy. So Libra being ruled by Venus. Venus is about work. It's about money. It's about self-esteem. It's about relationships. And Saturn is about restrictions. So this really just tells me that you're going to be feeling a lot of restriction in these areas. It does not necessarily mean a third party. I do have to say that for those of you in relationships. It also doesn't mean that you're going to be backstabbed by somebody. It certainly can, but it doesn't always mean that, all right? Because it's Saturn in Libra. So it's difficulty, it's restriction, it's holding back in Libra. So Libra, again, what is the glyph? The glyph is scales. It's about fairness, right? Ruled by Venus, it has to do with love. It has to do with money. It has to do with self-esteem. So there's going to be some sort of holding back, right? Some sort of, not holding back, but restriction in being able to move forward in the way that you would really ultimately like. All right. And there's going to be pain here. Like whatever the result is of this is going to end up somehow creating a feeling of pain in you. And, and it's very real. So you have to really look at that. Now, if this has to do with relationship, this could have to do with you feeling very, betrayed in some way, right? By somebody. Again, it could be a third party. It doesn't have to be. It could be anything having to do with money, something to do with family. Again, anything that would create there to be this feeling of restriction and holding back within the connection. All right. It's holding back within the connection. Okay. So let's see what we have going on here. Let's get some outcome energies for Aries. So we have the Four of Cups in reverse is the outcome of the week, right up to the 26th. But then we have the near future. We have the Three of Swords card. So we have that restriction, those limitations having to do with, it could have to do with money, could have to do with relationship, guys, right? Because that is what Venus is, and that rules Libra. All right, so we have Knight of Cups. I'll hold these up for you. See, this is why I usually do like the cards down, like looking at the table. Can you guys see these? No, you can't. Okay. Let me just pull the cards and then I'll pull them up as we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Knight of Cups energy. Somebody's coming in and offering something that is going to help progress you forward. So this could be, if this has to do with relationships, somebody offering you their cup. This could be you meeting somebody new, Aries. A lot of you guys could be meeting somebody new, probably online because nobody's getting out there because of the cootie quarantine, right? But definitely somebody offering you this set of emotions, and really wanting to open up to you. This could be the offer of a new job as well. Somebody coming in and giving you an offer, right? Again, we have a lot of offer here, right? We do have this, but then we have you getting away from the toxicity. So somebody, if it has to do with career, they might be giving you an option to work differently. Do you know what I mean? And you're just like, no, thank you. I really am not interested in that right now. Okay, but it's definitely a moving away. Now, for those of you, you might not be able to leave right now. That's the thing with the Six of Swords energy. I mean, sometimes it's just mentally because you can't actually just jump on the boat and leave right away because you have other responsibilities. But I do like that we have the Seven of Pentacles next because the Seven of Pentacles is an apprentice card. So this indicates the Four of the World and the Three of the Trinity, which indicates a new cycle. So this is definitely going into a new cycle for you in your life. So you're leaving something and you're going into a new cycle. And you're recognizing it's because where you've been, it's not going to be a wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups reversed. You're not going to get what it is that you're looking for. You're just not going to have it. So for some of you, this is... if this is to do with a relationship, Aries, I'm just going to call it really straight. This is a general message, so it's not going to apply to everybody. I'm getting that some of you are involved in a relationship right now that's very sort of hit or miss. Like, I feel like a lot of you are maybe in some sort of cycle where you're together, you're not together, and you're just in a very much of a weird space, right? We have this Nine of Cups energy coming in and offering you their emotions, their heart, but you're like, not feeling it, right? Because you're recognizing that there's something toxic about this connection. It could go back to that Three of Swords, right? The Three of Swords in the heart energy. So you leaving that and you kind of setting your sights on a new relationship, on a new cycle, okay? Because you're realizing that by staying in that relationship, you're not going to have the relationship that you're looking for. You're not going to have the life that you're looking for with this person. It's just not meant to happen, right? It's just not going to happen. That job's not going to happen. That relationship isn't going to happen, whatever it is. All right. And then we have the Five of Swords. So this is a Venus and Aquarius energy. So the Five is conflict. Swords are obviously it's words, it's truth, it's communication. So you're going to be having a conflict over what's real, what's not, what's true, what's not, right? But the thing is, in the reverse, the argument is not going to lead to change. So because in the upright, it would lead to change because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is all about things being different. But in the reverse, this tells me that it's not going to be any different than the way it's been. It's just not. But then guys, look, we have the Wheel of the Year. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So Jupiter energy. Now for relationships, this means the return of a relationship from the past. Whether this relationship is going to work out for you or not depends on the energy that was sort of last happening within the connection. So, for example, if it was a bad relationship and it returns, it's not going to work out. Chances are it's not. This is a chances are kind of energy because it's the wheel, right? But we do have Jupiter in there. If it was the kind of relationship where you guys ended for a silly reason, in retrospect, whatever, maybe one of you or both of you got caught up in doing other things, whatever the heck the case could have been, this could be revisited with a lot of success right now, okay? Having to do with career, this has to do with, again, new offer coming in. This can be an offer from a past job, a past experience that could end up being pretty benefic for you. So I do like that. And this could also be you, Aries. This could also be you tapping into what you wanted to do once upon a time, like the return of an idea, the return of some sort of project that you were working on, revisiting something. This could also indicate you maybe connecting with somebody from your past in some kind of way that's going to be able to help bring you success, right? So I did a lot of talking in the new moon energy about how great the energy is during this time to get online, right? Because Uranus rules technology. It doesn't rule the communication we have online per se, right? That's more of a Mercury thing because Mercury rules communication. But this is a great energy to be like reaching out, doing some research, using technology to push your life forward in the way that you really are looking to go. So that is what I have for you guys. I hope that was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.